This conference will now be recorded.
You're talking about. Okay. Let's say if you want to log into apps, once you log into system, if you want to go to apps,
Yeah.
go to app launcher, view all, and then go to whichever app you want to log in. So we log in. Okay. Now once we log in, if I want to do setup, if I want to do an admin activity, I have to go to setup. Where the setup? It's available on the top right corner. This is
Yeah.
click on setup. So now we created yesterday objects and tabs, right?
Yes.
So if you want to create an object, we go to object manager, see object manager. Click here and
Yeah.
then create custom object.
Yes.
So once you fill up everything, if you miss to create a tab, so you can just go to setup in the quick find box, type tab.
Tab.
Like what is your question now here?
Yesterday, there was a page that you showed. It said profile.
This
I
one you're
couldn't.
talking?
Yeah. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, yeah. You're
Oh,
talking about this one, the picture.
project, not profile. Yes, it's a project. Yeah. How did you get there?
Oh, this is not a Salesforce. Okay. Since we connected online, okay, I don't have a
Oh,
whiteboard here to write something, right? So this is an application. Okay, so
okay.
application called draw.io, draw.io, draw.io.
Oh, okay, okay. That was
Okay,
something
so
you used to teach us, right? Okay.
yes, okay, it's a whiteboard. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay. I
okay.
thought that was part of Salesforce,
No,
so
no,
I
no,
went
no,
crazy looking for project into mine.
no,
Okay.
no, no. Okay, okay, sorry.
Okay. That was my question.
Okay, no issues. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. So now what we do? So today let's go ahead and create a fields. Okay. So yesterday we talked about what are the fields that we want, right? So what kind of fields that we want means it depends upon customer choice. It depends upon customer requirement. So what type of data that you want to store. Okay. So what type of data that you want to store. It depends upon customer choice. Wait. Yeah, will forward. I think so. I couldn't forward the recording. Will forward. Okay. Okay. So so it depends upon the customer need, what kind of fields that we want to have in an object. Okay. So we decided we want to have the objects, for example, like product store and employee. So we'll go with one object. In this object, we will go ahead and create a fields first. Okay. I want to have an object called, let's say, field label means field name. Field label means field name, what fields that you want, and the data type means what type of data that field is going to be accept. So data type is nothing but what type of data that field will accept. Okay, so when you try to create a record, in that record, what type in that field, what type of data that you are going to enter, that is what data type. Okay, and do you want to make this as a mandatory field? You can select yes, and the values and the field description. Okay, field description and the field type. Okay, what do you want? So it completely depends upon requirement. It completely depends upon the requirement. So we cannot We cannot go with our own. Okay, it depends upon completely a requirement. Okay, now, so now I want to have a fields called here employee ID, age, available, date of birth, date of joining, email, experience, phone, qualification, designation, salary, and sales experience. Okay. So now, if I want to create a field, go to setup, go to object manager, and go to employee object, and go to fields and relationships, so remember, whenever we create a custom object, system will create four fields, right? Those are nothing but created by ID, name, last modified by ID, owner ID. Created by ID, name, last modified by ID, owner ID. So these are the four fields that system will create whenever we create any of the custom objects, right? Now, now, if I want to create another field, okay, and just click on new, okay. Now here we have a data type. Okay. So what is a data type? Data type is nothing but what kind of information that field is going to be contained. That is what data type. So Salesforce data types are very straightforward. Okay. So Salesforce data types are very straightforward. Okay. Now, so auto number means, for example, you want to have a field which will be generate the numbers automatically. Okay. So we want to have a field which can be generated automatically. Okay. That is what auto number. Okay. So when you try to create a record, it will not allow you to enter any value. Once you save the record, the value will be generated. So generally, if you look at in your real life, so whenever you go to a mall, whenever you buy something, your order number will be generated automatically, right? Correct? Or when you join in any company, your employee ID will be generated automatically, randomly, right? Or when you buy any bank accounts, when you uh, take a bank account, your number also will generate automatically, right? They will have some series. Starting series will be a common, the last digits will get changed, right? Like that, if you want to have a number which can be generated automatically, we can go with the auto number. Okay. Now, so formula means it allows you to it allows you to do a calculation in between two fields. Okay, formula means it allows you to do a calculation in between two fields and show the output. Okay, as a formula. For example, you want to calculate someone age. You can enter the date of birth today and date of birth, and from today it will from today to the previous date of birth, whatever you given, it will minus and show the age exactly. Let's say you entered 1986, and with the today's date, it may be a 37 years or whatever it may be, like that. So roll up summary, lookup relationship, master detail relationship, external, we'll see later. Now checkbox. So checkbox means it's going to be look like this. If you go to a, for example, campaign table, click new. So this how the checkbox. Okay, it has an option to check or uncheck. It has an option to check or uncheck. Okay, it has an option to check or uncheck. That is what checkbox. If you check in the backend, it stores as a 1. If you uncheck and create a record, it will store as a 0. Okay. So currency means in that particular field you can enter any number. So when it gets stored in the currency format. Okay. So date means date means it allows you to enter any date. Okay. So when you try to create a record, it allows you to select any date. That is what date. Okay. So date and time means along with the date, it also allows you to enter any time. So email, it allows you to enter data in the form of email ID. So geolocation, you can enter the locations, it will calculate the distance. Okay. So number means it allows to enter number. Okay. So starting zero will not accept. Okay. So percentage means it allows to enter any percentage. When it gets stored as a zero. So phone means okay, it allows to enter the number. When it gets stored automatically as a phone number. So pick list means okay, it has a list of values. Okay, so from the list of values it allows you to select any of the value. That is what pick list. So pick list multi select means from the list of value, if you want to allow the users to select more than one value, we can go with the pick list multi select. So text means it allows you to enter any number. Text means it allows you to enter any number. Okay. So in the text up to 255 characters we can enter up to 255 characters. Okay, up to 255 characters. In a single line up to 255 characters with alphanumeric combination, it allows you to enter up to 255 characters. So same 255 characters, if I want to enter more than one line, I can go with the text area. Same 255 characters, if I want to enter more than one line, I can go with the text area. Okay, like this. So text area long means up to 1,31,000 characters, it will allow you to enter. So text area rich means along with the text, it also allows you to enter any images and URLs. Okay. So text encrypted means it allows you to enter any number and text. When it gets stored, it gets stored in the encrypted format. So time, it allows you to enter any time. URL, it allows you to enter any working URL. So now, mm, so I'll go with the auto number first. So just click next. So I'll give the field name as employee ID. Employee ID. So the display format. So we'll go with so some alphanumeric and numbers like this. You have to go. So they just given one alphabetic and hyphen open and close parenthesis 4 zeros. But I'm going with the three and the starting number one. Now what will happen when you create a record? For each record, the ID will be generated as REI hyphen open and close parenthesis 0001 REI hyphen 0002 0004 like that. So if you have already existing data in the table, for that also if you want to generate the numbers, we can select. And the description why we are creating and the help text what needs to be entered in that particular field. And then next, and then next, save. Click OK. Now the field will get created. So now For example, if I do came, 2 came, okay, 7 new, 3 came, right? 4. It's getting increased, right? 6. Like this, okay, 5 it came, okay. So get understood. If you want to have any number to be generated automatically, so we can go with the data type called auto number. Clear? Any questions till now? Hmm. Next, so we'll go with the another field called age with the data type number. So click new, select the data type as age. Next, I'll give the field name as age. Let it be the default length. If you want to change, you can change. Description, why you are creating this field. So help text, what needs to be entered in that particular field. So required means if you want to make the field as a mandatory, we can say required. So without giving the data, if the user is trying to create a record, it will not allow you to create a record. That is what required. The unique means if we don't want to allow any duplicate values, we can go with the unique. Okay. Next. So for every user, I want to give an access for all the profiles. Next. And I want to add to layout. Layout is nothing but see this is. So when the user is trying to create a record, so whatever he is getting, this is a layout. Okay. Save. Another field available with a data type checkbox. Select the data type as checkbox. Next, I'll say available. We want to make the field default as a checked. Checked means it will not have an option to for the user to check. If you keep unchecked, so the user will have an option to check or uncheck. Okay, and then next, save on new, and then I want to go with the date of birth with a date type date. Select the date type as date. Next, I'll say date of birth. So date of joining with the date type date, select the date type as date. Next, date of joining, email with the date type email, phone with the date type phone, salary with the date type currency, experience with the date type number, select the date type as number, experience, sales experience with the date type number. So now I want to go with the data type pick list called designation, the field name called designation with the data type pick list. So click select the data type as a pick list. Next, so I'll give the field name as, let's say, designation. You want to go with the global pick list or enter the global pick list means the pick list value if we are going to be used not only in this particular field, in another field also we are going to be used repeatedly multiple times. That pick list value you can define as a global, so that wherever you want in that same object or in another object also, when we are creating a field, if you want to use, we can create. For example, sorry, so when I'm creating an employee record, I want to give employee rating. So out of 1 to 5, 1 is a average, below 2 is a below average, 3 is extraordinary, 4 is good, 5 is excellent. The same pick list values you want to give for store object also. Okay, store rating, product rating. So since you are going to be use a rating option in different objects, you can define that of value as a global so that you can use multiple times. But designation I'm not going to be used multiple time, only one time. So I'll define enter values which is separated by new line. Okay, I'll say as, let's say, these values the client will provide you. Okay, like this. Sales and sales team lead. Up to 500 values we can enter. Display values when the user is selecting. Next, save on new. I want to go with another field called, let's say, pick list called qualification. I want to enter the qualification value as MBA. Degree. So first define the global pick list. Just go to setup. Just type pick list value set. So click new. So I'll give the rating like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save. So now just go to object. Go to that object. Go to fields and relationships. Click new. Select the data type as pick list multi-select. Or I want to give as employee rating. I want to use rating. Okay. Save. Now go back and check how the fields look like on the app. Just refresh. We'll share this document with you so that you can also create a fields. Okay, see came right. This is a pick list multi-select. Okay, more than one value you can add. Choose and add, and you can select only one value here, and the date field came. Okay, and then checkbox. Any questions on creating your fields? Any questions? So how many fields we can create? So we can create Okay, we can create 500 fields. Okay, we can create 500 fields. So rest of the thing we'll see tomorrow. If you don't have any questions, we'll continue tomorrow. Because if I start also, I cannot finish this other topic. Any questions? So along with yesterday recording, today's recording will forward.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready?